This podcast is part of Another Happy Studios,
the home of podcasts with passion. Hello everyone, this is Nathan here. Just wanted to explain what's going on. So yeah, obviously it's a little bit different this week. Unfortunately, there is no main episode. If you're in the Discord group or if you follow us on Instagram at Still Got Legs Pod, you'll have seen this, or you may have seen this, you may not. Depends how regularly you check Instagram, I guess. But basically, unfortunately, we was unable to find the time to record this week. Lawrence's wife and partner was involved in an injury, an accident. She had an accident, and as a result, he has to spend a lot more time than usual looking after his son and also looking after his partner at the same time. So unfortunately, and for obvious reasons, he can't, just devote the time to record and stream the podcast as usual up until later on this week. So if you're listening to the future, obviously this is no different to you if you're binging through this, but for those who are listening in the moment, yes, unfortunately there is no new episode this week, but what I've done instead is I've just taken one of our past Patreon episodes, not a commentary, but something a little bit fun, a little bit different. If you want to take a listen to this, it's not designed to promote the Patreon. That's not what's happening here at all. It's just so you have something to listen to this week, basically. And to any of our regular Patreon subscribers, we will do a bonus episode at some point, another episode, so you're still getting the exclusive content that was promised to you on there as well. So we'll get that sorted as soon as we're able to. I just want to thank you guys for your patience, your understanding. Your support means so much to us, and we really do appreciate I've seen lots of messages and kind words for Lawrence and his partner and everything like that. So it's really nice to see. Thank you all so much for that. And yeah, sorry again, really am sorry. Hope you enjoy this episode, and we'll see you regularly next week. I don't know what regularly meant, that felt weird, but whatever, we'll see you next week. Love you, bye.
Well, it's just petty cash, spending money.
It's made me rich. What do you think of that?
Made you rich?
I don't care about that. How rich?
Very. I've got money.
Nathan, what are we doing here?
We're bullying the listeners for their
Have we got?
theories.
How many did we get in?
14.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say that's as many as there have been doctors, but that's not true because it's 15 and maybe technically 16 now.
Well, yeah, but how many of those are David Tennant?
True.
At least
minus
7.
a couple and make it 14.
At least 7 of them are David Tennant.
7 of them.
You never know. All right.
So that lends the theory that out of these 14 theories that we have to discuss,
All right,
7
hold
of
on,
them are
let's
identical.
count. William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton, John Pertwee, Tom Baker, Peter Davidson, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, Paul McGann, Chris Eccleston, David Tennant, Matt Smith, John Hurt, Peter Capaldi, Jodie Whittaker. I'm up to 15, so we've already fucked it. And not Ruth Jones, Joe Martin, and Ncuti Gatwa. So 17 different.
Don't forget
actors.
Billy Piper.
Billy, I guess technically Billy Piper.
We said unless we're wrong, we don't
Yeah.
know. This is the thing; we have no idea.
Yeah, okay. I have an idea on how they can solve that, but
Is it all the Bad Wolf shit?
no, it's nothing to do with Bad Wolf.
Oh, okay, that was my idea that I saw someone else have, and I've adopted
Yeah.
as my idea.
Speaking of which, can you hurry up and watch Peacemaker? Because
I'm watching it. I've set aside some time tomorrow to watch a couple, and I'm catching up before Still Got Rex. We will
okay, well,
discuss.
there's three of them, and then there'll be your fourth one on Friday. Okay,
So we got what this Friday coming.
Yeah, this Friday coming, there'll be a fourth one. Okay.
Okay, so we got 4 episodes to discuss on Still Got Rex next week.
Yes, that's right.
Okay,
yes.
that's fine. I can do that. They're an hour long each, I'd imagine.
An hour long each. Yes, but what I'm saying is, hurry up because it's a show where it's like, oh, maybe it's like promoting fan theories and speculation and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I have this is what I think is happening, and then I got pissed off because everyone else had that same idea. Okay, and now it just looks like I'm copying everyone else. But I genuinely had that original idea by myself. Okay,
Oh, right, okay,
Before
yeah,
I saw everyone else talking about it. Okay, so just hurry up and watch it, you dickhead. Okay,
But what's that going to achieve, though? I can't retroactively prove that you told
doesn't
me this
matter. I
idea.
just want you to watch it. Okay, so I can talk to you about these shit. Okay.
Are we doing an AHP on it when it's wrapped up? Because we did
I
season
don't
one.
fucking know. I don't know. We'll have to
Well,
see.
let's see how it wraps up, I guess, then, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how it wraps up. Anyway,
Anyway, we're here for Doctor Who.
we're here for Doctor Who.
Eventually, we've got round to Doctor Who.
Yeah, we're here to bully the listeners for their dumb fan theories. That's what.
And
the
we're
episode will be
going to
called.
offer one up of our own at the end, I'd imagine.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see how we go.
Well, you told me to. You told me to write one down.
Yeah, but I don't know if it'll be at the end. Could be now.
Okay, no, don't do it now. I want to build
Well.
up to mine. No. I want mine to have a little bit of room. Okay, a little bit of breathing space. Who are we kicking off with? I want to know the people.
We're kicking off with our arch nemesis. Now it should be said, Hugo K. Yes.
Oh, this bastard.
So the question is, what is your fan theory or headcanon? And this goes. So I remember when Dark Water aired, there was some discourse, TM, online about the scene where Clara threw all the Doctor's keys in a volcano because people were saying that had been real, brackets, and not a dream sequence. The Doctor could have just snapped his fingers and gotten into the TARDIS anyway. Plot hole, they screamed. Moffat sucks, they jeered. Fucking hell. This might have to be bleeped, but Hugo's a that one kid on the school bus. Hashtag America. Okay.
I'm very glad I don't have to read out these things. I would have just deferred this to you.
Thank you. The thing that's no, you wouldn't. You would have shouted it proudly.
But that's not on recording though.
The thing that's always seemed clear to me, though never confirmed in the show, is that the Doctor snapping his fingers is a shortcut, but he needs the key on his person to make it work. Kind of like how modern cars can unlock when you approach if you have a key with you. Now, I suppose in fairness, the TARDIS could recognise the Doctor and would let him in anyway, even if he didn't have a key. But to that, I say, number one, shut up. Number two, I like to think she might be petty enough that if he loses all his keys to punish him, at least for a bit, brackets, and that could be a while, and not let him in with a finger snap. Then there's a section for anything else you want to mention, and Hugo has written, I love you guys, don't kill yourselves. Okay. I can't make that promise, but thank you.
I can. I'm not going to go and do that.
Okay.
What I will say, that's interesting. Do you like it, firstly?
I see. This is interesting because I think I kind of like it. Although what Hugo is saying, I'm not sure if Hugo is aware of this, but this is kind of like the scenario Hugo is setting up about the Doctor not having their keys. It does actually happen at one point in
does it?
in an episode to come. Yes.
Okay.
So yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you might be thinking. You're probably thinking of it. It's with a new Doctor.
Yeah, I have the vaguest memory of this.
Yeah. You'll be thinking of it. Yeah.
What I will say is that the TARDIS recognizing the Doctor is interesting because typically after most regenerations, the TARDIS shits the bed. And sometimes tries to kick the Doctor out by tipping upside down and such.
Well.
So I will say maybe there's some instances, unless I'm misremembering or not remembering something, some plot points.
Or
I don't know if the TARDIS
assuming the wrong thing.
Maybe, yeah. But I don't know if the TARDIS's memory is always to be trusted necessarily. But I do.
Okay.
When does it first come about that he can snap his fingers? Is it in season 4?
Yeah, Silence of the Library.
And that's technically because River said it, which would mean it comes from another time that she's seen either Matt Smith or Capaldi do the same.
I guess so, yeah.
So what does that mean?
It just means that it's a bootstrap paradox, isn't it?
Okay. Well, my head hurts already, and I don't like that. I did think the Doctor Who fan theories would put me in this spot.
I reckon we judge these on a rating system of canon or we'll shoot you out of a cannon because they're dumb. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Okay.
You and your idea will be fired out of a cannon.
Yeah.
To go in the wasteland of scrapped concepts.
And you know what? This is harmless enough. I'm willing to accept this as canon.
I'm willing to accept this as canon. Yeah, I feel like there might be some scenarios where, like, would the Doctor always have to have the key on his person? Because what if the Doctor was nude? Then you'd run into some troubles.
How often?
You say this, but Matt Smith had to go to a church and get his knob out, didn't he?
No, he didn't have to go to a church and get his knob out. And also, he had the key in his wig.
Yeah, but didn't.
Also, that was one time in the literally billions of adventures the Doctor has had. Because this happened one time. You're like, but what if this happened all the time?
No, but what I'm saying is, it's one of them that you've only got to lose your keys once for it to be a big pain in the arse. Locksmiths are fucking annoying as well. Like, it'd be a headache.
Fuck around with locksmiths at the end of the day. Oh my god, man.
Would what would happen? Because the Doctor can technically open the TARDIS with a sonic as well, can't he? Because we saw him trying to do that in Series 3 with the Master, when the Master was locking the door, and the Master had to put a little deadlock on it.
Yeah, but it didn't work though, did it?
Yeah, because the Master deadlocked it.
Yeah, but it still wouldn't have worked probably. I don't fucking know.
I will have cut it all out because of bad podcasting, but for context, Nathan is dying of a coughing fit right now. This is a bad day to record for you.
It is. Maybe I'm dying.
Maybe you are dying.
I'm dying.
I'm dying. All right, I'm going to go canon, yeah. You will not be shot today, Hugo, although you deserve it.
Great. Can I send you the link to these and you can read these?
Yeah, sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah. All right, I have now got the control. Nathan is free to cough to his heart's content.
Thank you.
And it definitely didn't take a lot of fucking around.
Yeah, it was really straightforward for you to get control. Because
just really easy and cool normal stuff. Anyway, Nathan, someone called Doma, who is a he/him.
You don't have to read their pronouns. That's just so we know how to. You don't have to. It's just so we know how to refer to them when.
Well, it's a slippery slope, isn't it? If you don't start including these things, Nathan, how can we build an inclusive world?
But that's why it's there, so we know how to refer to them when we're talking about them.
What is your fan theory or headcanon? So, Doma says, when the Doctor regenerates, the reason the TARDIS also changes her interior is so that the Doctor's new instincts on how the TARDIS should be flown are true. When the Doctor flies the TARDIS, he just does what his instincts tells him and it works and is correct. I.e., if this new regeneration thinks a big lever should launch the TARDIS, then it does. When other people can fly the TARDIS, often they have to get to know the Doctor well first, which helps them pilot it, with people who know the Doctor the best, e.g. River being the best at piloting it. When a Time Lord first flies the TARDIS, they do have to learn what the standard all-white setup is, but when they travel together, as they travel together, then the TARDIS adjusts to them, sometimes ahead of them due to timey-wimey stuff, e.g. when the TARDIS changes halfway through Series 7.
Put this one in the cannon and fire it away with Doma, I say.
You don't like this? I think this is quite good, I think.
I think it's dumb. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I think it's dumb. Right?
Why is it dumb? I think this is quite clever because the TARDIS. You always have a problem with the TARDIS being personified a little bit. I think the TARDIS having this much of a personality is cool.
I don't have a problem with it being personified. I just think it's less alive than people think it is. People give it too much of a personality, I think. People think like it's like fucking having tea with the Doctor, having tea and scones with the Doctor and being like, "You all right, babes?" and having a chat and a catch up and everything. Like,
but it does respond. It's a machine. It does respond
it's a machine.
Yeah, but it's a timey thingy thing. Like when it became that woman and the TARDIS was like, I've got all these thoughts and feelings.
Neil Gaiman has done irreparable damage to the Doctor Who fan for many reasons. Okay, for many reasons, but arguably his worst no, I can't even.
I'm not sure.
No, but look, I like that episode. It's a good episode, but I'm not sure if it's worth all the shit that's come since.
All this come around of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's worth the fucking ooh-woo look at the TARDIS. Isn't she so pretty? Fucking...
I like this, right? I do see what you're saying, but I think that this is not too far. Like, even if you see the TARDIS...
9 to 10, two very different Doctors.
Well, this is why it's a theory, isn't it? Like, are we rating these on how true they feel or if we like the concept.
I don't know, just whatever vibes, man. Isn't it?
Because this is it. Because I know this is not true. This is why it's a headcanon, I guess. Like this is one of them things that you could prove this wrong a million times over.
But that's why I can't accept it.
But then you shouldn't be reading fan theories if you can't take the theory part aside.
But if it doesn't work, then it's a bad theory, then, isn't it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make it a bad theory. It just makes it.
Does. I feel like fan theories have to have some semblance of believability. You can't just be like, oh, the Doctor is actually, I don't know.
But you can't. You can mess.
The Doctor's
with
a robot. Like, you can't be like that.
You can mess with an established order as many times as you like, though. Doctor Who does it all the fucking time. Goes back and goes, well, like, think about the numbered Doctor system. It went out the window with John Hurt, and everyone was like, I guess so. Like, and that's if you're talking about, I think, well, maybe now they are, but like, if well, maybe, but I think if you're talking about like disrupting the natural order of things, you can't get worse than interrupting numerical fucking addition.
I say nay. I don't like it.
I like this. I think this is cool, and I like the aspect of it that when the people know the Doctor better as well, the TARDIS starts to like tune it in with them a little bit. I think that's awesome, and also I think that there's River is the best at piloting it. She knows it better because she often knows the Doctor better than he knows himself. Nathan, I'm adding on to Doma's theory here.
Well, there we go. We've reached an impasse, and what do we do when we reach an impasse? We go with me. We put it in.
No, that's not fair. We just put them on the shelf.
No, we put it in the cannon and fire it away.
I don't think that's fair. I don't think I've been taken into account.
I think it's fair. I think we go with my one. We put it in the cannon and fire it away.
I think this is cool. I am not firing this in a cannon. Well, but I'm just putting that on record. It might be going in the official cannon.
It's going in the cannon that we're firing it away from.
But I'm next to the cannon, disapprovingly going, "There's a better way. There's a better way to do that.
That's fine. I'm still shooting it out of the cannon. Okay, you can shake your head all you want to let everyone know you disagree, but it's been shot out of the cannon. Okay.
All right. This next one is nice and simple. It's from Maylena, who I don't know if you know. Have you ever heard of Maylena before?
Yeah, I fucked her mum.
Fair enough. And it's on the Patreon, so you can. Yeah. You can admit to that.
I'll say on the Patreon. I don't care.
I know you would, yeah. They say the Doctor doesn't speak English and fully relies on the TARDIS to translate. I cannot accept this. They have said anything else you want to mention. Listen, I saw this fan theory a while back before I knew it had been disproven. Now that I know it's been disproven, I'm making a conscious choice to ignore that it's been disproven. My headcanons are more important than actual show lore. I don't care. And you know what else? Time Lord parents communicate with their kids via parent-coded noises like "A" and "grunt" because they don't want people knowing their kids' actual names. Fuck you.
A lovely air of hostility around Maylena, which is always lovely to see.
What do you think about this one?
Well, it's been disproven, hasn't it? So,
but do you like it though? Would you vibe with this? Could you get amongst this?
No.
Are you saying that because it's Maylena, or are you saying that because you don't vibe with it?
We know the Doctor speaks a multitude of languages, one of them being English. Okay?
He does, and he speaks baby English as well, which is a subsection of English. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all babies speak the same language. Like you can put a Chinese baby and an English baby in the same room and they'll speak the same language.
That's true. They just make noises to each other.
Exactly. They just grunt and shit.
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
No.
Doesn't that speak to the very nature of the world, Nathan, that when we get older we lose our ability to communicate with one another?
No, but it does remind me of that thing I've often said and possibly even said on the podcast before. I think it's weird that sign language is country specific, you know?
Yeah, that's so annoying.
It is. Like British Sign Language, American Sign Language, like fucking
great.
Chinese Sign, like this is your chance, you know? Like what are you doing, you know?
You have said this before and it is weird. I do agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, like just make a fucking universal one, dude.
Yeah, it'd be quite cool. And if everyone could learn it and then everyone in the world can speak to each other.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Then like not even deaf people, like just anyone can learn it. And if we all learned it, then we'd be able to communicate with both deaf people and people from fucking other lands and nations and shit.
Yeah. There's a lot of people, or at least you would at least be able to have the basic functionality down. Like
I should be president of the world, man. What the fuck, dude? I got some good ideas, man.
Name one other good idea.
Put Maylena in a cannon.
Okay. I agree. This goes in the cannon. Yeah, well, we're going to fire this Maylena while holding hands together as well.
Boom. We stand in solidarity. Fuck you, Maylena.
Get fucked, Melina. Next one comes in from for fuck's sake. Next one comes in from Melina. For fuck's sake. When the TARDIS decides to go somewhere, since she's basically timeless, she chooses based off of which Doctor could handle it best or which one she thinks needs to learn a specific lesson that adventure could teach them. Anything else you want to mention? That means that there's a chance that, for example, if 10 had been the one to go on the adventure that 9 died in, the consequences might have been worse. Actually, now that I think about it, we know 10 wouldn't have made out with Donna to cure her if she absorbed the TARDIS's cum or whatever, because he just wipes her memory. So really, 9 was the best person for the job. 10 wasn't man enough to make out with Donna. Favourite Doctor, though.
10 did make out with Donna that one time, though.
Bro's straight dying in the club.
Yeah, Bro's straight dying in the chat. 10 did make out with Donna that one time, though. Arguably, it was a surprise to him. Okay.
Yeah.
But he did make out with her.
He did, and he liked it.
Albeit reluctantly.
No, I think he liked it. I think that was all for show. I think he was doing a lot of hand waving.
This is your fan theory, and I'm going to put that in a canon. Okay.
No, you can't. You can't. I'm one of the hosts of the show. Right?
Well, I'll put you in a canon.
No,
right?
Anything I say automatically is proven as canon and correct.
That's not true.
I do think this is interesting, although I feel like you could easily disprove this as well. Like,
right, hold on. I wasn't really paying attention. I was dying. When the TARDIS goes somewhere, she basically timeless. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like not too dissimilar from what's said again in the war crime episode of well, not the war crime episode, but the episode by a war criminal.
I know it took you where you needed.
Yeah. It's not too dissimilar from that, really, is it? So
it's not. And when has this happened? We've seen that Matt Smith was called to do the mummy shit, and Capaldi eventually got around to it. Did he learn any specific lessons that particular week?
I don't know.
That was his I might not be friends with Clara going forward week, I think.
It was a breakup trip for him and Clara, which didn't result in them breaking up, so maybe, the TARDIS knew.
Yeah, but the TARDIS didn't like Clara. The TARDIS came around on Clara, I think.
She came around to her. Not that I personify her that much.
But. No, but she was closing doors and shit on her. She didn't like her that much.
Yeah, but Anywho, all right, you're 1 for 1, Melina. Okay, you're not getting shot out of a cannon this time. Also,
yeah, I quite like this one. I think this is good. Are there any adventures that you think certain doctors should have gone on instead of the Doctor that went on them?
I think that no, I don't know.
I think 9 should have done all the various things that Matt Smith's Doctor got to do with wood, since we know he wants to fuck them trees.
Or the wood women.
The wood women.
Or the wood women. What did Matt Smith only got to see a wooden Cyberman once?
And the outnumbered tree people.
Oh, the outnumbered tree people. Yeah, you are right. You are correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 2 for 2 on wood that the Doctor could have scored.
There's at least one more wood woman than he got, so...
9 died too young.
Does the Cyberman count as a wood woman? There was a woman inside the costume. I know that for a fact.
Oh, really? Well, there you are then.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it when we did the episode. It was a weird thing in the behind the scenes thing. They made like a really big deal out of the fact that there's a woman in the Cyberman costume.
That's outrageous.
Bizarre!
Did they not read? It doesn't say cyber woman.
It's a cyber man, not a cyber woman.
Oh, Nathan, fucking the left have gone crazy, right? Allowing this kind of stuff.
I know.
I don't think the Doctor would care so much. Oh my god, imagine Yanto's a cyber woman, but if she was wearing a wood cyber bikini instead.
It should be so much sexier.
Yeah, so much sexier.
Yeah.
Right, what's going on next? Shall I find out? Very, very good.
Goldwood.
Oh, for the love of fucking Christ, Melina. Another one.
Is it another Melina?
Another fucking...
Another one.
For fuck's sake.
Mine says Valana.
No, I've got Melina. I'm on 5. What are you on?
I'm on 5 as well. Oh, yeah. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. You weren't on 5, were you?
No, I was on 6 after that. But now I'm on 5, yeah.
Melina again says... This is a continuation of that theory that the Doctor doesn't speak English.
Great. Well, back in the canon we go.
Fuck's sake. Re-listen to that scene in School Reunion. Oh, hang on. My interest is peaked again. Re-listen to that scene in School Reunion where he keeps saying physics with the headcanon that he's speaking Gallifreyan, but the concepts that he's yapping about are just too complex to be translated into the 21st century English. Hilarious. I do like that. That's funny.
I don't. I've heard that many times, okay, and I hate it every time I hear it, okay? Because it's just a fun joke. Yeah. Let the writer do a fun joke, everyone. Stop trying to make a fun joke a law thing, all right? Just let it be a fun joke.
Whilst I agree, and I think sometimes suffocating shit in canon can be very irritating and detrimental and weirdly gatekeeping.
He even references it. He says physics, blah, 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 blah. Hope everyone's getting all this down. Like,
oh, yeah, he does. But then you see there's that wiggle room that you could interpret that.
But that's where it's dumb and you need to die, okay?
Yeah. Look, what I will say is, Melina, you had me with School Reunion, but I think you've included School Reunion to win me over, so I'm going to side with Nathan despite you.
Yeah.
And
back
also they did add... Yeah, back in the canon. They've said, I don't care how many times this theory gets disproven, every Doctor Who writer can eat my ass for all I care.
Okay, well, no one wants that, but like, just get in the canon again, okay?
I'm making a bold proclamation that if this next one's Melina, we're just going to breeze through it.
It's not, I've already seen it. So.
Fantastic. Fuck you, Melina. Volana says, who's added their name to be pronounced Volana.
You really didn't need to.
I wanted to just specify.
It's there so we specifically don't mention.
I think it's there so it can be read out. I think everything that is written down needs to be said.
This is why I often take the lead on reading.
Sure. Well, you get to you shouldn't have a cough then if you're so precious about it. All right.
Sure. What? Why
I love that you sound so ill. You're like, sure. Okay. Anyway, Volana says only 8 is half human because he was dead too long before regeneration, and then they've said love you boys, which is nice. Only 8 is half human because he was dead too long before regeneration. So is this the 7th Doctor that was dead too long then?
Oh yeah, so I was thinking about the Night of the Doctor, but that's not true, is it? So
it'd be the 7th Doctor that got shot outside the TARDIS.
Which is true. The 7th Doctor was kind of dead for a while. I mean, he was even put in a morgue, wasn't he?
Oh, that's true, and there was no pulse and shit. They tagged him and bagged him and everything. Yeah, and put him in the fridge. But hang on. What we've done is we've gotten too bogged down in why. How would that make him half human? How would that make... If I died, I wouldn't become half of a different species before I got put in the ground.
Time little shenanigans.
No, but see, now this is where we get into the bollocks of it. Like, that's nonsense, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of... Yeah, there's no why. Bring us a why, Volana. And then we can...
Because I'm not opposed to this. I like this. This is a neat observation, but you've not come with enough facts here.
Yeah. What about the Doctor being dead makes him half human? For just because he's dead, is like his DNA is suddenly like, oh, I'm half human now. You know?
Yeah, because it doesn't default to human. Is not the factory setting that they would revert to upon death.
Yeah, Volana, get in that canon.
Melina, you've conditioned us to think these are all from you.
Volana, I'm putting you in the canon.
Yeah,
you
in the canon space. You go. Not for lack of trying, but I think you didn't come. You came half cocked there.
Yeah.
Next one comes from Ari or whatever. I guess it's your podcast. Just don't dox me. What if we did, Nathan?
Okay, Ari Masters.
Nice. They say, what is your Thanveria headcanon? Okay, I didn't come up with this. I read it on Tumblr. You been on Tumblr? I hear it's where the kids are.
Yeah, I've been on Tumblr many times.
Hell yeah. But I like it a lot, and Nathan said he would shoot me if I didn't fill out this form, and it's all I have. Is that true?
That is true. I did threaten violence against everyone.
Fair enough. Okay, so the theory goes, you know how the 9th Doctor says to Rose, or you could come with me and go anywhere, and Rose is like, nah bitch, I have a boyfriend, and then the Doctor's like, alright, sick, and then fucks off for like 10 seconds and then comes right back and is like, did I mention that it also travels in time? And she turns to Mickey and is like, L ratio, and runs into the TARDIS. Why do I feel like that's the way we do Still Got Legs?
L plus ratio.
Ah, there we go. So there we go. I apologize. The theory I read is that after the Doctor leaves Rose for the first time, he goes and travels around the universe by himself for a little while, but just finds himself getting more and more depressed. So eventually he goes back to, to right after he left Rose and tries one more time. I know it's probably not the interpretation that RTD intended, but I like this theory for 2 reasons. 1, it neatly explains how Clive has a picture of the 9th Doctor with the Titanic survivors at the JFK assassination and alone on the island, etc., when the Doctor seems to meet Rose right after regenerating and she's with him until he turns into 10. I can see Nathan shaking his feet. Oh, we know what we're about to say to this. My guys, have you forgotten what the show is primarily about? And two, I think it's really funny to imagine the Doctor immediately after leaving Rose being like, fuck, I forgot to mention it travels in time. Do I go back and mention it now? Fuck, is that too awkward? Oh, well, I'm going to go and mope around at the JFK assassination for a bit. Additional headcanon, the 9th Doctor actually visited every single US presidential assassination. And also... They've added that there's really nice weather today, a little cooler, like you can definitely tell that fall is coming. I saw a Spirit Halloween store opened in an abandoned storefront near me last week, and I think it's a little early for all that, but it's just one of those little reminders that time is passing every day, you know?
Time do be passing.
Time do be straight
get
up
the fucking cannon.
Yeah, right. Nathan, speak on it. I know you have stuff to say.
Look, first of all, do you know what this theory sounds like? This sounds like the head writer of Big Finish being like, well... There was that little window where the Doctor flew off in the TARDIS, so we can fit in 14 seasons worth of audiobook dramas in there, okay?
Yeah.
All right? That's what it sounds like, first of all. Second of all...
Every mileageable section that is unaccounted for,
Second of all, you guys need to get over the fucking picture of the Doctor at the Titanic and the JFK assassination. It can happen at literally any time. Rose could be off in the background somewhere. She could be there too. Who gives a fuck, all right?
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be explained. It's a time travel show. Fucking stop trying to explain this. No one gives a shit. Well, that's wrong, because you all give a shit, clearly. But you shouldn't, okay? It's so fine.
There's so much wiggle room in terms of season 1 as well, because like, especially when Jack's around for that like 3 episode stretch that he's about in the middle of the season, they're like, we've done a million trillion things you haven't seen. They've got little in jokes. They've known each other for like what feels like months.
Time and space.
Exactly. Yeah, man, come on. Side point though, I do think it's worthwhile for us to bring up, if you had a time machine, what US presidential assassination would you check out?
Trump's.
He's coming. He's coming. And if the FBI are listening, that is not me planning one. I'm just saying, look at him. Look at the guy's begging to be shot, basically.
I'm planning it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm going to do it.
What are you going to do?
Kill him. With a gun.
This
is a joke. This is a joke.
It's a joke.
Please don't break down my door. It's a joke.
It's a joke. He says way worse stuff. Go and break down his door.
Please don't break down my door. It's a joke. Okay.
This is get in the canon, right?
Yeah, get in the canon.
Yeah. Fuck you. What should we call you? Pierce. What are your pronouns? Your/mum.
Well done. Right. Well done, Pierce. You've defeated woke.
Yeah, you've got him. I think that's actually quite disrespectful from Pierce, to be honest. Sure. It's a place for people to feel validated and say how they'd like to be expressed, and Pierce is mocking it as a very platform.
Sure.
No, it's not fun. Dogpile on Pierce with me.
No, I want you to get to it so I can call Pierce dumb for this theory.
All right. Basic as hell, but the curator from the 50th equals the 14th Doctor, but way older and regenerated. Also, I'm pretty sure this fan theory came from someone on the show, maybe RTD, can't remember, but I'm pretty sure RTD or the Moff was like, yeah, that's canon now. Whatever. But Big Johnny Frobisher from Torchwood Series 3 is a descendant of Caecilius from the Pompeii episode, and Big Johnny's, spoilers, give people a second, and Big Johnny's death was the universe writing that timeline or whatever. Fucking love Torchwood Season 3. I agree. Season 3 is goated of Torchwood, it's true. What do you make of this? You want to make fun of Pierce?
Anything else you want to mention?
Oh, yeah. I didn't even read that. Anything else you want to mention? Pierce has put in anus.
All right. Great, Pierce. Well done. Thank you.
Thanks,
first of all, the 14th Doctor curator theory, heard it, hate it, dumb, get in the canon. Fucking hate it, all right?
Yeah, it's bad.
First of all, I can't go too deep into that without going into my thoughts on the 14th Doctor as a whole, which I shouldn't do at this point.
We're surprisingly not too far off of it, I guess.
We're not that far off. It's closer than you think, okay?
Yeah.
Well, maybe. Depends on if we do put something else there.
The 13th seasons are shorter seasons, and then Flux is a short season, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yes, but we might do Classic Who or Torchwood and stuff before we get to that, so.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah.
Power of the Doctor does feel like a nice stamp, doesn't it, for a minute or two.
Yeah. So I can't get too much into it, but I have heard that theory, and I don't like it. And I also don't think it works because the show does explicitly say that it is 14 and then 15, like Ncuti Gatwa, like David Tennant and then Ncuti Gatwa. So to say that he then somehow... Are you saying David Tennant is, when he gets older, is just Tom Baker? Or are you saying David Tennant regenerates into Tom Baker and then regenerates into Ncuti Gatwa?
And does he regenerate into young Tom Baker? And does Tom Baker age?
Yeah, and there's Look, I don't know. It's a confusing... Look, I don't like it.
Can I take a brief moment to say I fucking hate all this?
Yeah, no, you can't, Lawrence, frankly.
No. I'm not talking about anything to come. I'm not saying anything about that. What I'm saying is, the more that fans speculate about this kind of shit, makes terminally online showrunners, not naming names, think... That must be what they're interested in. It's not. The concept of regeneration is so fucking simple.
I would stop there if I was you.
All right. I'm stopping. But just this kind of shit really fucking irks me. They're making a mockery of the great show we once loved, Nathan.
Stop. And as far as the John Frobisher Kai Kilius thing, largely don't care, to be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I think that they what they did with the Kai Kilius thing, with the Doctor, that's all you need to do, right? Because that's in the show Doctor Who.
Yeah, they explained Kai Kilius to Doctor Who, but not John Frobisher to Doctor Who, because who cares?
Yeah,
you know?
It's a different show, and you would have... I know that lots of people will have seen it, but... It's a different show. You can't assume.
But 7-year-old Johnny and fucking Anna watching Doctor Who with their mum and dad, they're not going to be like, but what about John Frobisher? You know that man who killed himself and his family? All right?
That show that you guys let me watch that you really shouldn't let me watch at such a young formative age.
You know, a show where the first episode is about an alien who orgasms or whatever. What happened to that? You know.
I like the Kai Kilius stuff. I don't think that it's interesting. I get it, and I understand the desire to, because they explain the Kai Kilius thing. Yeah, right. So I understand why people want to tie it up with a neat bow. Yeah, but ultimately it's a different fucking show. I don't. Pierce, in the canon, you and your anus that you want to mention.
Yeah, in the canon.
In the canon, you go. Number 9, Nathan, is Leah.
Number 9.
Number 9.
That's a Beatles reference.
Oh, okay. I was wondering how long you'd go for it. But
Goes for quite a bit.
Nice. So they say that the Doctor regenerates into a personality that's in response to the flaws of his previous incarnation. 10 being far more egocentric and outwardly happy after the self-loathing 9. 11 being a lot more outwardly alien after 10's capacity for love drove him to ruin several times. This also plays into Classic Who, arguably better, but that's the stuff you boys don't know yet. Firstly, how dare you? We know loads about Classic Who, and we're always saying as much.
Anything else you want to mention?
Oh, let's forget this bit. Anything else you want to mention? That Peter Cushing TV movies exist in universe and were created by the first Doctor's companions that got to go back home. I've never seen the Peter Cushing TV movies, but I don't mind that. That seems fun.
I have, and that's cool. I like that. That's pretty rad and cool and powerful. You know what? I like both of these. Yeah,
you like both of these? I like
both of these. I'm on board with this. Usually this would be the kind of shit which I don't like. All right.
Yeah,
but
overly lore.
Yeah, but I quite like it. I think I can see it. You know, I can see it. It makes sense to me. I look at the Doctors and I look at their personalities, and they are often at odds with one each other. It is often the case that naturally, just because you want to do something different than what came before, that the next
it's a
Doctor
writer's
is going
instinct
to, be,
to not write the same fucking thing you just had. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm willing to say, that makes sense. I think.
They have stopped the examples at 11. So does it apply after 11? Is 11? I know 11 to 12. I can see that.
Yeah.
Is 12? I don't know. I've only seen
12
13
and 13
once.
are very different. Yeah.
They're very different, but are they in like responses to the prior flaws? What would you say 12's flaw is? He's largely on an okay wavelength these days, but his prior flaw used to be that he wasn't really sure of himself being a good person at heart.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I think 12's overall flaw was
party rocking too hard.
Yeah, party rocking too hard.
No, go on. What were you going to say?
I don't actually know what 12's overall flaw is, to be honest. 13 is a bit cagey. 13 has a problem with letting people in. I know that.
There was definitely a guarded quality that I remember.
Yeah.
And 12, I guess 12 learned to let people in.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But look, I tell you what. In a year's time, we'll be more equipped to answer this question.
I like it.
I do too.
I'm willing to go with it. I say yay. All right.
So we need to not.
I like the Peter Cushing TV movie thing as well. I like that a lot. Actually.
Yeah, they should have. So the companions got home and then they made like American style movies. Like Hollywood contacted them and they were like, "I got a story to share with you."
Not really Hollywood movies, but yeah.
Poor fucking. What was?
I think they're very British movies.
What was the book person called?
The
person that wrote the book that Ten said goodbye to and he fucked her nan or whatever.
Oh.
That's John Smith. John Smith fucked her nan.
Joan Collins or something?
Redford?
Joan Redford? Yeah.
Was it yeah. L on her. No movie deal for her book.
Yeah. Harder to get a movie deal in the 2000s as opposed to the 60s.
That's very true. I would imagine. I wasn't alive in the 60s, but there's a lot more competition. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Lovely. Well, moving on. Tina says, regeneration can affect a person's sexuality, hence why some incarnations of the Doctor have shown romantic interest in certain people, while others seem completely asexual. Different incarnations of certain Gallifreyans can also be gay, pie? Fuck's sake, I tried to read bi and pan in one. Gay, bi, pan, ace, demi, etc. Anyway, one of the big reasons why the Master and the Doctor have such an intense rivalry is because they've both been attracted to the other at different points across different incarnations, but they've never both at the same time.
You see, no, I don't like this.
Yeah, okay? I don't either.
And I think it's because my instinct is just for kind of like all Time Lords to just be basically pansexual, really. Like, just gender
is not. They're so far removed from that. Yeah,
it just does not matter whatsoever to be. And the Doctor even says so much at one point as well. Like it just does not matter at all. Because this would also then imply that like. I mean, you kind of say it with the Master and Doctor thing, but it could imply that, like, you could have, like, a Time Lord couple who were, like, married or whatever, and then one of them regenerates, and then they're like, oh, I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not interested in that. Yeah. Yeah, I think, firstly, I think the nature of it kind of, different people can be anything they want. Like, and when you regenerate it, like you retain memories and the kind of core ethos and stuff, but your personality entirely changes. So what you would be interested into would naturally probably change along with it. But also, on the flip side of it, Time Lords are not humans. You can't really think about them in the same capacity that you would a human. You can't apply human logic that's grounded in stuff like sexuality and like our notions of gender are so primitive compared to how Time Lords would see it, I guess, in a world that is constantly changing. Like I picture one day on Gallifrey, they had all this nonsense that we have now where people are just rejecting any concept outside of the norm. And then they all got over it a billion years ago. And now they're just living in a chill world that we want to live in as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's strange because there's I can't really talk about this too much because it's a part of the show which we haven't come to yet, but that introduces more wrinkles and stuff, so I don't know.
Intriguing. I don't like this, although I appreciate it. But yeah.
Get in the cannon.
Get in the cannon. They do also say nothing
Click,
much to
boom.
add. No. Oh my gosh, it's Hamilton.
Leslie Odom Jr. made his debut last night, returning to the stage.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
How'd that
Big
go?
cheers.
Does he remember all the moves?
He does. He was in the room where it happens. Yeah.
Fucking hell. Good stuff. I like it when he jumps on the table in that one. I think that's a good
Very
bit.
sick. Yeah, he does jump up on that table. And the little cloth comes off. It's good stuff.
The cloth does come off. Yeah, it's good. It's one of them things you'd want to get the timing just right on.
Yeah.
You know, whenever I see a stage show and I see them, like, part of the choreography is they have to, like, throw something to one another and they have to catch it. I'm like, I just know I'd fuck that up.
Yeah,
like, because catching's one of them things that, like, you can be an amazing dancer and you can get your choreography right, but, like, catching, it comes down to, it's a two-person thing.
Yeah.
If someone does a fucked throw, you're the one that looks like a cunt on the other end.
Well, you get someone who doesn't do a fucked throw then.
I guess so, but what if someone was a villain? What if someone was a secret saboteur?
Why would they be
Get out of Hamilton, they'd say.
Okay.
Tina does say nothing much to add headcanon-wise, but I do want to mention that I temporarily left the Discord to give myself a mental health break from internet stuff and will be rejoining soon. It would appear that in my absence, you guys lost an entire episode of Still Got Legs and had to re-record it. Clearly, I was your good luck charm if it all went to shit when I left, so I look forward to a heroin. I always think it can't be the same pronunciation as the drug heroin, but it is. Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
Anyway, I look forward to a heroin's welcome when I return. Yeah, sure. You can have one of them.
You can have one of them. Let us know.
Yeah. And also, you don't need to explain where you've gone. It's cool.
No,
no
that's
worries.
completely fine. That's absolutely fine. You can drop on at any time.
Yeah.
No worries.
No ish, bish.
Yeah.
Sage says, it's obvious that... oh, God, I don't know. I wonder where this is going. It's obvious that 12 loved Clara, but it seems that 11 just had a crush on her, and the deeper feelings started when he regenerated. My theory is that 11 fell in love with Clara at the end of Name of the Doctor, when she split herself through his timeline. These feelings then grew while 11 was guarding Christmas because he missed her and romanticized the idea of her. And then when he regenerated to an older body, he was naturally more in touch with his deeper emotions, and that's why he only shows his love for her as 12. Realistically, this is just me coping about 12 Clara because they make me want to cry, but whatever, it makes sense to me. What do you reckon?
I kind of disagree because I kind of think that it's my personal headcanon that 12 had to fall in love with Clara again, I think.
Intriguing. Okay.
Yes, I kind of feel that initially, post-regeneration, the Doctors... I think 12 very much was crushing on Clara, did like her quite a bit. I don't know if he loved her, but I definitely did like her quite a bit. Yeah. And then regenerated and initially wasn't quite feeling the same, even says in that first episode, Clara, I'm not your boyfriend, you know? Yeah. Like, it makes it quite clear. And then he says, I never said it was your mistake, implying that it was his and stuff. But I think over the course of the season, he gets closer to her, and I think he does fall in love with her over that season, personally.
Sage, I like what Nathan said better than what you said, so we're gonna have to shoot you out.
Sorry, Sage, you gotta get shot out of a cannon.
I see what you're saying more. I think I do. There are some nuggets of stuff in there that I do like, though. I like the falling in love with Clara at the end of Name of the Doctor. That's interesting. That is interesting. I also like the romanticizing the idea of her while he was guarding Christmas, because he obviously sent her away and then waited however many 100 years without her. Yeah. That's interesting. I do disagree with the whole, when he regenerated into an older body, he was naturally more in touch with his deeper emotions. I think if the man can do the speech in the Rings of Akaten, then I don't think Matt Smith is not in touch with his deeper emotions. I think it's just we're thinking about it more from a human perspective. We see a young person and we must think they're more immature than an older person. That's not.
Also, 11 was an old man. He was literally an old man.
Yeah, 11 was an old man, and still to this day gets praised as one of the oldest. No, but I mean,
like he spent 600 years on Christmas.
Oh yeah. So he became an old man.
He was literally an old man by the end of it, you know.
That's true. People forget there was that factory reset regeneration, wasn't there?
Yeah, he was literally an old man by the end of it. So.
Anything else they want to mention? 45 minutes of kissing and then 30 additional minutes of reviewing the kisses. And then they've said hashtag YAO I don't
Don't
know
worry
what
about
this
it.
means.
You're not ready for it. Don't worry about it. It's a
I
fan
need to.
fiction
No, I'm
thing.
going to Google
Okay.
this now. I need to find out what this is.
Google that.
Why?
All right. You'll just see lots of men kissing.
Boys love, or BL in Japan.
Yeah.
Homosexual relationships between men.
Yeah.
That's cool stuff. Boys love.
Yeah.
TV genre. Is it just gay?
It's just gay, basically.
I'm ready for gay.
Yeah,
Maybe not in my personal life, but I'm ready for the concept of gay.
I don't know if you are ready for gay. Quite frankly.
It's true. I rebel against it. How dare you do gay?
What's next?
Next one, Nathan, is Anna, who says...
Does she want to build a snowman?
She might do, yeah. They say, how many regenerations did the Master have? My God, this is a very long thought. Okay, it seems Anna has done multiple theories.
Okay.
Right, we're going to go through them bit by bit.
We'll quick fire them, all right?
We'll quick fire. You'll get a simple line of whatever reaction from
Just
us.
fucking go. Just read.
All right, yeah. How many regenerations did the Master have? He got a second regeneration cycle when he was brought back for the Time War, but how many he's had in total so far, that's hard to know, since it's theorized that the Master doesn't show up in a linear way alongside the Doctor's timeline. One of these stories is that the Master we see with Jodie's Doctor actually comes before Missy. On the other hand, if that's not the case, then Missy's whole redemption arc gets invalidated. On the other hand, the Master... with Jodie feels just too psychotic a Sims version, just as psychotic a Sims version, which makes me think he might have actually come before Sims 2.
Don't know.
This is one of them things that I think is just you're not supposed to care.
Yeah, I think it's purposefully vague. Okay, that's the less you know about the Master, the more interesting it is. Really, the less. The fact that you don't know specifically what regeneration they're on, it's more interesting.
It adds to the chaotic nature of the Master as well. Like the Master is constantly gripping to life. I think it is a fun thing that pretty much every single Master story ends with them somehow dying, and then they just always return like, I'm back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's the kind of stuff you can't do with the Doctor, but you just accept that the Master's probably been through it. Yeah. Why doesn't Ten recognize River in Silence of the Library if she seems to know him already and treats him like they've met?
Time travel. He doesn't know her.
Well,
next one.
No. Well, the picnic in Asgard that River mentions takes place in the library in Ten's timeline. That works if you don't consider it a part of the Legends of River song as canon. This is too much fucking around for me. I don't care.
Still, I don't understand the question. It's time travel.
This is one of them. To me. Yeah, if your theory doesn't make sense after me reading it once, then
hold on.
Why
does Ten recognize her in Silence of the Library if she seems to know him already and treats him like they've met? Because time travel, that's the whole point of the episode. While the picnic in Asgard that River mentions takes place after the library in Ten's timeline, so we still wouldn't recognize her. That works if you don't consider at least that part of the Legends of River song as canon. I'm confused as to what you're asking.
Yeah.
Because
what happened prior to 10? Why would 10 recognize River? The whole point is that he would
versions
never.
of the Doctor have met River. Well, a big finish say that they have.
Fuck off, Big Finish.
So
I'm so sick of Big Finish. I haven't listened to a second of Big Finish.
There's always like a memory wipe thing or some shit. So like fucking but like I don't know.
Oh, that's so annoying. I don't like that.
Anyway, go. I don't know. Is the answer
in the canon? Get in the canon.
In the canon you go.
Yeah. Valeyard. If we accept that the Dream Lord from Amy's choice is the dark side of the Doctor, then that could evolve into the Valeyard in a future incarnation. And now we know that there are no limits to the Doctor's regenerations. That could happen dozens or even hundreds of regenerations later. I don't know who the Valeyard is.
Read the next paragraph.
Another take is that the Valeyard no longer exists because, according to what he said himself, he should have been Smith's Doctor or maybe even Capaldi's if we ignore Ten's fake regeneration in Journey's End. After all, time can be rewritten. Yeah,
so the Valeyard is a thing from Classic Who where there's like basically an evil Time Lord who's revealed to be a future incarnation of the Doctor. And I think it's like supposed to be, he says it's the 11th incarnation or something like that.
Oh, so. He specifically says I'm this number.
Yeah, but I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But
we don't know enough about the Valeyard. Yeah. When you guys come with classic stuff, just know that you are way bigger nerds of the show. We just happen to have a podcast. That's probably fair, I think.
Not bigger than me.
Who was Orson Pink, or what happened to him?
Time can be rewritten.
Yeah, again, time can be rewritten. Up until the episode where Orson shows up, Danny and Clara are heading towards a future where they probably have descendants, but that future got rewritten after Danny's sudden death. Even if Clara and the Doctor remember him, Orson doesn't exist anymore. Proof of this could be seen in the Time of Angels, where the soldiers are erased from existence, and yet Amy and the Doctor are still able to remember them.
I think you just answered your own question.
Yeah, I think this is not a place to just ask us a question and then posit your answer in the response.
You just answered your own question. There you go.
Canon for you. Jenny survives without regenerating, but could she actually regenerate? Why didn't she do it after getting shot? If this was before the whole timeless child reveal, I'd say it's because she's Gallifreyan but not a time lady. Like maybe there's something extra that makes a Gallifreyan into a Time Lord, and now we know that's true. But after a huge revelation about the Doctor's past, could there be a Jenny out there with unlimited regenerations running around the universe? Maybe she didn't regenerate because she just didn't know that she could. Maybe regeneration requires some kind of awareness or intent for it to happen. No, it just happens.
I think it just
the Doctor has like visibly been not like surprised that it's happened, but regenerations have come about because the Doctor has been injured suddenly and then gone, fuck, I'm regenerating, oh shit.
He tries to physically stop it happening in some instances. He suppresses it. You'll see that very soon. He tries to physically repress it and stop it from happening. So yeah, he's definitely not always in control of it.
So yeah, it's not intent. Also, I something I always like about Ten's regeneration is that you can tell he's fighting it until the last second. Like I know that you wouldn't like that.
Is right? He? I don't know if he is.
I think he is because he's sat there like. You can. His face keeps getting brighter and brighter until it.
I think you'll disagree with that. I think you'll disagree with that once you watch Peter Capaldi episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm intrigued. Okay. I don't necessarily. I don't know. I also think that there's an aspect of like RTD probably just wanted to do a little silly thing. He always leaves shit open in the air. He always leaves stuff by going like, "What if," and then never touching it ever again.
I don't know. Anything else you want to mention? Some of these are technically spoilers, so just pick which ones you want to mention. We did them all. I pulled this from a Twitter thread I wrote a few years back. Sorry if it sounds a bit weird. Spanish is my first language, and I got too lazy to translate the whole thread myself, so I just used ChatGPT. That might explain some stuff, actually.
There are some... Yeah.
Hola.
Wait, hang on. Oh, yeah, you translate. I was like, how are you listening to this then? That's not how languages work.
It's not how languages work at all, mate.
We should pay someone. You know, like Mr. Beast has like Mr. Beast Spanish or whatever.
Who are we going to pay?
Pierce. We'll get him to do it.
How are we going to pay Pierce?
Well, firstly, we have to make some money.
We can't even afford to pay Pierce to edit this episode.
It's nice of him to do it for free.
It is nice of him to do it for free.
Yeah, good on you, Pierce. Anyway, the next person says, hello, my name's Harry.
Okay, sure. I guess in a roundabout way they do.
Sort of a bit of both. Sort. You've spelled sort wrong. It confused me. Right? Don't confuse me again. Sort of a bit of both, but mostly headcanon and a little bit stupid. But I figured since the TARDIS translates languages and the Doctor isn't native English speaking, he could be speaking in his own language. We've done this!
Get in the bin, Melina, we know it's you.
Yeah, Harry's your old. The only evidence I have for this is that no matter what, the Doctor always regenerates to have either an England... any of them. Oh, yeah. To have either in England, any of them, or Scottish accent, which you'd figure would be a little more diverse given that they're aliens. Lots of planets have a north. Then pretty much all of his companions are British, so it translates to a similar language or accent. What do you reckon about this one, Nathan?
Already said, don't like it. No, disagree.
I don't know. This is just one of them. It's a show. It's a TV show.
It's a show made in Britain.
Yeah, right? It's just what it is. Like I get it, and I understand the need to want to.
This is the thing. These just fandoms have there's just something within them. They just want to explain everything in lore somehow, and I'm like, sometimes you don't need to. Sometimes it's just so perfectly fine to just. Admit it's a TV show.
We're one Doctor Who fan theory being like, we're one Doctor Who fan theory away from someone being like, Here's my theory as to why the Doctor never mentioned, never notices that there's cameras around him filming an episode of Doctor Who, and it's like, no, guys,
come on, it's fine. You know?
Why doesn't the Doctor ever get put off by someone trying to direct him and tell him that he's an actor called Peter Capaldi?
Yeah. Why doesn't the Doctor notice he's always in the Cardiff Museum?
Hang on, I've been here before. This is the Cardiff Museum.
Yeah.
The last fan theory we've had someone write in is from Howler. They say that the Midnight Entity and the entity in Wild Blue Yonder are the same or from a similar species. They both learn by adapting, either voice or form, and they are both exceptionally good at adapting in a very short time frame. Anything else
to that, I will say maybe, but you'll have to wait for our episode on Wild Blue Yonder for us to discuss it.
Yeah, come on, you try to trick us there. You try to do naughty business.
Nice try, Howler. Get in the canon.
Get in the canon. Anything else they want to mention? Jack is the face of Bo with little Kissy.
Get in the canon.
Get in the canon. That is it from the people that have written in, Nathan, but I presume you have a theory and I also have a theory.
I'd love to hear your theory.
Okay, well, mine's going to sound like I just made it up on the spot, which I promise you isn't true.
Okay.
Right, but someone also did just steal it. Now, my theory is that Jack is the face of Bo. I bring this up, and I know what you're going to say, right? You specifically told me last night or this morning, I can't remember when, right, to do a serious one, and I quote, don't do something dumb like the Doctor has 2 dicks or whatever, right?
Yes.
Which I have not done. Now,
I said like... don't do something dumb like the Doctor has 2 dicks. Not specifically that. Okay,
I can't do that one, but I can do anything else. No, well, here's my thing, right? You frequently dismiss this theory as not being canon, so there is no reason you should object to it appearing in my headcanon fan theory episode of Patreon.
Sure. Whatever.
Tell me I'm wrong. I've found the perfect.
Your theory is wrong. Your
no,
theory is wrong.
You can't tell me
I'll tell
this.
you that. I can.
Now, I've come with receipts, right? Russell T. Davies in Doctor Who magazine, issue 414 states, it's meant to be true, but it's left up to you to think about. It's not a joke. It's not a lie. It's quite simply the truth.
Russell T. Davies can say whatever the fuck he wants. Russell T. Davies also said that every other Doctor bi-generated. Okay?
Well, look, I can't refute that.
So
I can't refute that because
is
one,
that
I
what
agree
you're
it's
saying?
stupid.
We should take Russell T. Davies' word as gospel.
Well, this
after whatever he says after an episode,
but
somewhere.
This quote is from 2009, before he had whatever weird seizure he had that made him not a good writer anymore.
No, you can't do that. You can't pick and choose. All right, you got to take it all.
I'm just saying and to be fair to you, he does say this in like supplementary material, like this,
exactly.
Okay, Russell. If there's one thing Russell is gonna do, it's yap about some utter shit.
As far as I'm concerned, if it's not said on the show, it's not canon. All right?
Well, he does say the face of Bo. They called me on the show.
Yeah, but he doesn't say I am the face of Bo. Okay, he does not say the character of Face and Bo and I are one and the same person. He says the face of Bo. They called me. Ten and Martha have a little no thing. All right, but he's never explicitly said in the show that Jack is the face of Bo, all right? I've had vicious arguments with both you and Catherine about this, okay? And I will continue to have them, okay?
You know, that's our biggest TikTok that we've ever put up, that one, because it got so many people in the comments being like, but he is though, and other people like you being like, no, he's not.
No.
It's evergreen, man. If ever we go dead on TikTok, I'm going to be mentioning the face of Bo to put it up there.
You can do that. I see people are already kicking off about me saying Series 3 is a bad series. Or
well, no, they were, but then also there's a lot of people that are like, it's good, but it's not perfect. Because I came across as me, I stupidly was like, it's amazing, it's the best, and everything rules.
You're shooting for RTD. Maybe.
I am. Maybe I was, yeah. What I was about to say, which I then immediately realised would lose me the entire argument, was you saying, well, he never specifically says, I am the face of Bo on the show. And I was about to say, well, the Doctor doesn't ever say, I am the Doctor. But the Doctor can't stop saying, I am the Doctor. And Murray Gold can't stop calling songs, I am the Doctor.
He says that like all the time, dude.
It's his whole thing, to be honest. Pretty much everyone he meets is like, I am the Doctor. And then music plays.
Yeah.
Look, this is my... Look, he said he was the little poster boy of a Beauchesne Peninsula or whatever the fuck where he grew up.
Peninsula, yeah.
That we all know that's just horse shit written in to pepper in some stuff.
Exactly.
Right? But we also know that sentient severed heads can exist in Doctor Who. And we know that Jack's vortex manipulator has been mentioned in the same episode where cult people are going around chopping off cunts' heads and putting them in boxes.
Yeah, but we also know that in one of the episodes prior to Series 3, they say that Bo is the last of his kind.
Shit. Yeah, you are right. Yeah,
and then they also, I think it might be the cat nurse or something, says that he calls his species Bo kind or something like that.
Well, maybe she's just so loopy. Maybe she's...
See, you
I'm aware that I'm hanging on to stuff. I get it, but that's what a theory is, I guess.
Look. It was never the original intention that they're one and the same. Okay,
No,
that doesn't mean that it can't change, but I personally refuse to accept it. I hate it. I don't like it, and I will never accept it.
All right, fair enough. What is
get in the canon?
No, I don't want to be in the... Right, fine, but I can get in the canon, but I'm also looking at myself disapprovingly going, oh, he shouldn't be in the canon.
Right, great.
What's your theory? We'll finish up with yours.
So my theory, and it's kind of been disproven, but not really, okay?
Okay.
And I'm also now realizing maybe I shouldn't have picked this because I can't necessarily talk about it that much.
Well, we can pepper some thoughts.
Yeah, but my theory is that Joe Martin Doctor comes between 2 and 3. The Fugitive Doctor comes between 2 and 3, okay? Now, this has kind of been disproven in a recent re-edit and colorization of Doctor Who The War Games, because up until that point, the regeneration between 2 and 3 had never been shown on screen. You don't see it. You don't see the regeneration.
Oh, do you know?
No, it's not in the original classic show. The regeneration was never part of it. Because
is that the one where all the faces on the TV and he's
he's too old, he's too fat, he's too thin. You don't see
him change?
No, you don't see him change. No, you see him start to. You see him, but that's it. You don't see the end result until the next episode.
No face morph
until the 70s when it's in color and stuff, and it's now John Pertwee. Yes, but that was my theory because it could fit in there quite nicely. But that has since kind of been disproven in the re-edit and colorization of the War Games. It does add a bit of a CGI.
I think you told me about this. Don't they pepper in actual future doctors?
He's too thin, and it's David Tennant.
Of course, it's fucking David Tennant.
Yeah,
he's too old. Is that Capaldi?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Rude.
There's Jodie Whittaker there as well, and everything else.
She's a woman.
Then there's a regeneration shown there and stuff. But there's also something to be said about whether or not that's canon, because it is. It's a re-edit and a colorization and stuff. And then it also kind of implies, that episode itself kind of implies that a character who debuted before the Master is the Master as well. So
fucking hell.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's something to be said about whether or not that is canon as it stands. So we don't know.
I'm aware that this is something ridiculous to say on our fan rewatch podcast, right?
Yes.
But were fandoms a mistake? Because we think too much about shit like this now, don't we? We care too much about every fucking available detail.
I don't think fandoms were a mistake, but I just think fandoms make a lot of mistakes.
And isn't that nice as a button on this?
Or they just like, I don't know, like just let some stuff go, man. You know?
Yeah, like relax a bit. Like
that being said, I will never let the face above him go. Like it's
well, to be fair, you don't yap about it until I bring it up. Every now and again, I just poke the bear on it. Yeah,
not until I'm triggered. Then it'll come in.
You're a man of principle. You'll always stand your ground on it.
I stand on principle. Right? It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business.
What is this? Is this a Justin Bieber thing?
Yeah, it's a Justin Bieber thing. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business. Is
that how people talk? Are we too old?
That's how Justin Bieber talks, yeah.
Is Justin Bieber older than me?
We all see if
He might be older than you, yeah.
I don't know how old Justin Bieber is.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
There you go.
That's fucking hell. He's 31 years old. He's older than me.
There you go. He's not older than me.
No. So you
Good
could
on
beat
him.
him up.
Yeah, I could be him.
You could be his dad.
Wait, when's his birthday?
I don't know. I'd clicked off of it. Hang on, let me find out. Justin Bieber's birthday is the 1st of March, 1994.
Oh, I'm older than him, yeah.
So you could beat him up then.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That is how it goes. Well, lovely stuff. Thank you to everyone that wrote in. We actually had a fun time. I think halfway through that, we realized that we hate fan theories.
Yeah.
So sorry about that. But
Kind of always hate. I already knew that. I think I've kind of always hated fan theories. I don't really like them because they're always wrong and dumb.
Yeah, well, this is
they're trying to, like we said, they're trying to explain something that doesn't need to be explained.
Yes, details for detail's sake is not fun for anyone.
Yeah. Like you know what one I fucking hate? You ever hear that like Pixar fan theory? About how all Pixar films are in the same universe, and they say something like, "And all humans degenerated into cars" or some shit.
Yeah,
what?
Because of course they
can be different movies. It's fine. Just let them be different movies. Why do they need to be connected?
It is
what
so fucking funny.
I don't understand it. This obsessive. But if they're the same, then they're the same. All right.
Cool. Yeah.
Cool, man.
It is fun. No. It is funny that the end result of all those things is just like they're set in the same universe. It's like, who gives a fuck? It's like now when I see stuff like, and I understand it's because it carries over certain characters and stuff, but it is always funny to me that things that are just set in a world, a regular world. Yeah. Right. And there was like a new spin-off of The Office comes from the same universe as The Office. Yeah. And I'm like, that's just the world. That's just the world. It's not a specific. It's not what Doctor Strange isn't going to rock up and go, this is the Office world.
From the world of The Office.
It's insane. Anyway, thank you. Thank you to everyone that listened.
I kind of want to do an episode just bullying dumb fan theories from other stuff. Should we do that?
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, why not?
We can find other fan theories from not just Doctor Who, from everything, and then just make fun of them.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. Let's add it to the roster. I know you take care of all this stuff. I just show up and talk about whatever you've told me I've got to talk about.
I do it all, man.
Bro's a man of many hats, you might say. What hat you wearing right now?
Big dick.
You're wearing the hat of a man that's got to go and record another podcast that we're too tired to record, right?
How dare you? Okay.
Anyway, goodbye. Thank you for listening. No refunds, Mother Hubbard.
Goodbye.